We live in a tension of a calling for the local church, and what I like to think of, what God really spoke to me about, was cross-pollination. This is why we do this, is we are pollinating with the goodness of God and with the joy of God and what He's done in us personally, what He's done in our church, what He's done in our house, what He's done in our community. We're carrying that to pollinate and cross-pollinate other areas and bring life and bring hope. And I was so affected growing up by people who had come through that just were carrying something that I was like, yes, this just fuels me for what God's doing around the world.
Travel, by nature of what it is, I would hope that I'm exporting something. It's not the thing that I want to do with all of my life. It's not the thing that I actually want to make my life. I want to take what I've birthed in my local church, and I want to export what God has done there, and I want to bring it somewhere else.
I've experienced the most tremendous presence of God when I'm with people. When I'm in a corporate setting, I'm leading worship, and everybody's in unity, and they're going together to just touch heaven or touch God. And that's when it's like perfection walks into the room, and there's no need of anything. And it's in Revelation where it says they'll neither hunger or thirst anymore. It's like those moments can happen in worship where you're like, I could be here forever. And that happens in a corporate setting.
God designed it for us to actually have a need for each other and have a need to pull on, what you bring and what someone else is bringing into the room, what their history with God looks like, what their victory with God looks like. It actually creates an environment for me to gain what you have tarried for. And we end up needing each other in a healthy way. We pull on the Lord, and we go to the Lord, and we discover more about Him together, but we also end up pulling on each other in a really beautiful way.
Taking what we do into other cities I think it can just be really encouraging, for other churches and other people to just kind of see what we're bringing and kind of latch onto that and partner with that. Every city, it's just, there's something different and unique that God is doing in that city that we're just trying to tap into.
Worship it's a universal language, and it's something that just grabs the human heart. It's because it's our destiny. And when you get to see that, all over the world, it's such a beautiful thing. I don't know of a more charging thing for me.
What's happening in that city, we get to partner with, and we get to ask God to show up and come and do something remarkable. Let heaven come is the whole gist of what we're doing. Like we do this for encounter. We want there to be an encounter with God.
The corporate worship expression where we all come together and celebrate who God is and what He has done and what He is doing in our lives is a family, brothers and sisters coming together to worship a Father and experience, the Father's love in a multi-dimensional level.
To see God per se come into a room and set people free, and we've seen healings in worship, and songs start awakenings, revivals, and revolutions, and just to see a simple song sung by the same people to the same God, and seeing what happens as a result of that is powerful, and you never forget it, and it's life-changing. And so that's why we do what we do.
Just to be able to do this is such a privilege and such an honor to be able to bring life and bring up and to partner. We glean from it. We come home definitely affected by where we've gone and the hearts we've encountered and people, what God's doing. It's just fun to watch what God's doing all over the planet.